So 9 years ago, Jay was run over by a car, and they said that he wouldn't survive, but he did. So 9 years of hard work. And then my youngest son, whose daughter's 5.5, was diagnosed with nonverbal autistic, started looking up things to try to help his brother and his daughter. So through research, he met Dr. Whitney on the Facebook page and started, looking and investigating. And there was a couple other places that he was talking about, like Tijuana, California, I think was another one. Everything he investigated from Innate he's like, that's where we're gonna go. So I'm Michelle, by the way, and this is my son, Jason.
I'm Jay.
He's Jay. We came in September of 25.
I'm not here.
September of 25 was our first time here. And Jay, at that time, they did like what they consider like a half of a treatment, just to kind of see how it would take, because it had been so many years since his accident, and he did really well. So then we came back again January of 2026, and he did a full treatment. And since that treatment in January, he used to be on 6 different medications. And since that treatment, he only now takes one. And that is to help to make sure that he doesn't have a brain seizure. So he got off of blood pressure medication, desmopressin, and I don't know if a lot of people know what that is, and venlafaxine. He got off of all these medications since he started doing the salt treatment, and they're working on actually getting him off the Keppra. So this therapy has been amazing and wonders, and we come from Wisconsin, so that's a long travel. That's 4 hours on an airplane here. So we highly believe in Innate for their therapy treatments. He gets intramuscular. Yesterday they started with eye drops because he has, it's a really long name, I can't pronounce it. It starts with an H. Basically what it is he is blind on the left side of each pupil. So yesterday they started him with eye drops to try to help maybe correct that. We won't know that for a bit yet. Yeah, but Jay's really has made some significant, and with his injury being 9 years old, it's amazing. If we do, after this treatment, if we get off that medication, that means he'll have no medication. And you're talking someone who's gone from, 8 medications twice a day to none. That's amazing. Yeah, so if we get that, accomplished, that would be great.
Absolutely.
But his speech has gotten better because most of his damage was on his left side. And so all of the damage, when the accident happened, they said the front left lobe was dark, they called it. So there was no spark there. So that's your short-term memory. So his memory used to be about 10 minutes. Now he can remember things from a couple days ago. Not everything, but some things. It's very amazing. So we really believe, and we will continue to keep coming here as long as we keep seeing results, especially those kind of results.
Yeah.
So we believe in it for sure. And I have no issue if there's people who wanted to reach out to me and talk to me if they have, adult children with traumatic brain injuries or whatever and have questions. I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah.
And that's how it was when my son investigated. He looked at a lot of the case studies that Dr. Whitney did, and he's like, it's just amazing. And after our January appointment we had here, I seen on his page that about a boy who had eye drops, and that's exactly why right away I got on email and I emailed Angela, and I'm like, I want to try that with Jay, to try to help. Whether it fixes or not, it's at least worth a try. because without that, he'd still be on 8 medications. He'd still be hard for people to understand. Now we can go places. He could talk to his old friends, his, old neighbors and whatever, and have full-blown conversations and not feel like he's special. Like people are looking at me weird. He can just be normal. We started originally 7 years ago. We started him, and I actually do it too. We go to a wellness chiropractor. So he had a really long story too, with doctors telling him, you got to take this pills the rest of your life, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So we started going with him. Well, then when my son David found out about Innate, and he loves it. And that's the difference between those kind of doctors and these kind of doctors. This is like our 2.5 time. It's technically our 3rd, but we have friends back home. They're like, why don't you go to Mexico and get it done? It's way cheaper. I said, I'm not doing this for price. I'm doing this because I believe in what the clinic as testimonials are. And that's what I've explained to them. I said, the difference is you guys are like cattle. You come in, get your stem cells, next. You're not a person. When you come here, you're a person. You feel like family. They treat you like that. Money. Yeah. We tell people about it all the time. I have issues. Even some of my friends, I have like back issues and knee issues. I'm like, this clinic isn't just for your brain or autism. This is for every part of your body. I just wish I would have heard about him sooner. And my son, he was looking when his brother accident first happened. He was looking, but the information just wasn't there. My son has had people on the autism side, actually, what do you kids call that, DM, and has asked what it's done with my granddaughter. So I would like for you to say that, since that you love and enjoy coming to Innate.
I love coming here because it really helped me with my sleep and my thinking and my whole life.
Thank you, Innate, for what you do for my son. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful clinic.